So this is our yoga nidra practice for boundaries. So lie down comfortably where you won't be disturbed, and that can be on the floor, on a bed, on a sofa. Make yourself comfortable. So that means being warm too. If you need to put covering on, please put covers on. Maybe having a pillow under your head or under your knees. And if you're in classic Shavasana, then the legs are out straight, wide apart, hands away from the body with the palms turned up. But of course, you don't have to rest like that. You might like to have the knees bent or the hands on the belly. Just work out what is your comfortable resting position. And two things before we start the Yoga Nidra. You might like to have an intention or a sankalpa. So this is a positive affirmation that you feel, which is set in the present moment. Try to remain still while we do the practice. Make sure you won't be disturbed. So obviously phones off. And if you have an idea of a safe resource, if at any time you feel uncomfortable, you can bring your thoughts back to your safe resource. So this might be a person or a pet or a place that makes you feel comfortable. So we're going on a metaphorical story to help you strengthen your desire to set boundaries and to hear from the wisdom of your heart. And Yoga Nidra is a powerful tool to help us work the deepest place in our subconscious that prevents us from setting boundaries and then keeping to them. And this is all about trust in ourselves. So we're going to be building up our mental muscle by building up a sense of self-worth and safety. Well, we are working through the inner wisdom that our bodies always have within this practice. If you don't have a sankalpa or an intention, you might like to use, I am worthy to create boundaries for my own safety. I am worthy to create boundaries now for my own safety. So practice now becoming effortless by taking a few comfortable, slow breaths. And with each exhale, feel your body relax more deeply. Feel that as you are resting, it's like a nest, and your whole body is melting into your support. And if you can, make sure your body is completely relaxed, so you have no desire to move. Arms are by your side, maybe. And now feel and become aware of your entire body from the toes to your head, just letting go of tension and relaxing into your support. Feel your feet relaxing, legs relaxing, hips and buttocks relaxing. Feel your abdomen and your lower back relaxing. Feel your chest and mid-upper back relaxing. Arms and hands relaxing. Feel your shoulders and neck relaxing. Your face and head relaxing. And just begin to gather your attention for a few minutes. Take some breaths now focusing on your breathing. Yoga Nidra has now begun. Begin to listen to any sounds around you and be aware of the most distant sound you can hear. And now, sounds closer to where your body is resting. There might be the physical sounds, such as the sounds of your heart, your breathing. And now we're going to say our positive affirmation, our sankalpa. So if you have one, bring your awareness to your heart and feel your sankalpa. Repeat it 3 times with meaning and gratitude. Holding this feeling or image, say it 3 times clearly, silently to yourself with certainty. And now we'll move to the energy points. So I'm going to name a point in the body. Just bring your awareness there. Be it as effortless as possible, allowing any sensation to arise, including physical, energetic, awareness. Using the mind as if you're traveling on a train, starting at the eyebrow point, the throat, right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, tip of the right thumb, tip of the right index finger, tip of the right middle finger, right ring finger, tip of the right little finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, throat. Now go to the left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, tip of the thumb, index finger, middle finger, left ring finger, little finger, left wrist, elbow, left shoulder, throat, center of the chest, right chest, center of the chest, navel, pubic area. Be effortless, effortless. Right hip, right knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Effortless. Right ankle, knee, hip, pubic area. Belly, heart center. And now left side, heart center, the chest. throat center, point between the eyebrows. And now to the left side of the chest, left belly, left side of the pubic bone, left hip, left knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, pubic bone, navel, just being effortless, effortless. Center of the chest, throat center, point between the eyebrows, and become aware now of the whole body, scanning from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, and then back from the toes all the way to the top of the head, being aware of the whole body, the whole body. Bring attention now to the breath. Be aware of the breath as it moves in and out of the nostril in two separate flows, completely effortless. Just watch your breath through each nostril as it rises and falls. Remain completely relaxed. And now begin to visualize a mental alternate nostril breath without forcing anything. Sense the breath coming through the left nostril as you inhale, and exhale through the right nostril. And then inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left. Mental alternate nostril breathing, just following the breath with the mind. And releasing the breath now, we're now going to cultivate different sensations. The first one is heat. Imagine you're outside on a very warm day and you're in the sun. Feel the heat penetrating your body as the sun shines down. You're glowing as the heat permeates your entire body. And the next sensation is cold. Cultivate a feeling of being cold. Feel that you're lying on a cold surface. The air is cold. Your bones are chilled. The cold reaches through the surface of your body to your bones. And now leave the feeling of being cold and bring your awareness to feeling heavy, feeling heavy. Legs heavy, arms heavy, head heavy, ribs heavy, your body feeling laden, so heavy you can't move. You feel that you are sinking down into the earth. And now bring your awareness to a feeling of lightness. Feel light. Your body is as light as a feather. Imagine space between your body and your support. Feel your body. Feel like it could float away from your support. And now, leaving the feeling of lightness, cultivate a feeling of pleasure. Feel pleasure through any of the five senses, maybe something beautiful you've seen or smelt, and just cultivate a feeling of pleasure. The whole body filled with pleasure. And now we're going to move through some visual symbols. See these visions in your mind or indirectly in front of your third eye. A white cloud, white cloud, white cloud. Apples, apples, apples. Fruit trees, fruit trees, fruit trees. A beautiful mirror, beautiful mirror, beautiful mirror. Rolling hills, rolling hills, rolling hills. Driftwood floating in the ocean, driftwood floating in the ocean, driftwood floating in the ocean. Waves on an infinite ocean, waves on an infinite ocean, waves on an infinite ocean. Feel how waves on the ocean are like waves in the mind. Imagine yourself now lying near the bottom of a small hill with trees. The trees are in full bloom with fruit growing on them. You are comfortably on a blanket far enough from the trees that you can see them. Imagine that you are sitting up, and as you do so, in front of you, 2 apples fall from the trees. You pick them up, feeling the equal weight of both in each hand. You look down and see on each apple is written something. On one it says worth, and on the other it says safety. Self-worth and safety. You smell each apple and feel the deliciousness of each, the fullness of it, the weight of it. Fresh, apple of worth and safety. Putting down the apples, you begin to walk around the trees in front of you. As you get closer, you notice 2 trees and they both have fruit on them and on the ground. You look more closely at the trees and their fruit and see one tree has worth written on all the apples. On the other tree, the word worth is written on all the apples. You run your fingers over them and maybe take a bite of both kinds of apples. Touching the tree branches, the leaves, and the beautiful fruit. Each warms you up with full delight, and your body integrates their truth. As you walk on a little further, you find a mirror and a comfortable place to sit in front of it. Notice the mirror has edges, the boundary of where it begins. You go and sit near the mirror, and there in the reflection, you notice a spirit guide, or it might be a future version of yourself. It might be an ancestor or your inner child. So listen now as I speak to you about setting boundaries and which one your soul reads right now. I am worthy to create boundaries for my own safety. I am worthy to create boundaries for my own safety. I am worthy to create boundaries for my own safety. As you look into the mirror, thank your guide. Imagine now you're slowly standing up, and as you do so, the mirror disappears and you feel something different on your skin. You look down and notice you're wearing a luxurious piece of clothing. It feels just right on your skin. And as you explore the fabric, you notice pockets down by your sides, and you place your hands in the pockets and find them filled with pieces of notes. You pull one out and read it. It is a loving message to you. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of protection. Let the message soak into your heart. Once you are finished, walk back to your blanket where you began, holding the notes to your heart. And now, becoming aware of your body, remember the Sankalpa, the intention you had at the beginning of the practice. And if you had one, say it mentally to yourself 3 times now with feeling and emotion. Begin to become more aware of your physical body and any sounds around you. Maybe noticing the breath, any background noise. And then taking as much time as you need. Just begin to make gentle movements with the body, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. But of course, if you wish to remain resting, you can do so. And then beginning to move and stretch in any way that feels right for you. Maybe drawing the knees into the chest and rocking out the spine from side to side. Take your time. When you're ready, roll to your right side and just stay there for a moment or two, just allowing the body and the mind to come back and to wake up. And then when you're ready, coming up to a comfortable sitting position. So as always, we need to give ourselves a little bit of time before coming back to waking consciousness. So even when we finish the session, do be careful. But just to help us to come back to everyday consciousness, rub the hands together. You might like to palm the eyes and open and close your eyes into the softness of the palms of your hands. And then removing the palms, and then shake out the hands. And then I think it's quite nice just to do a bit of tapping on the chest, just to help us ground and to feel more in our body. And then we can just massage our scalp with the tips of our fingers or even tap on the scalp. Shake out the hands again. And then massage around the jaw, which is often a place where we're very tight. And let's roll the shoulders a couple of times. I'm just going to stop the recording here.